Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Jesse's Garage. Wow, can you believe it? If you've been tuning in, you've seen that we did our garage tour. That took a lot of work, by the way, cleaning all that up. Then we did our first toolbox tour, and so now we're on to part 2 of the toolbox tour. And so now we did the Milwaukee boxes right before this one, so if you haven't seen that video, you probably ought to go check that out. Now we're moving on to the Proto box. And so I think I already showed you Proto and Craftsman. So I think I showed you the little $10 box. That's a project. There's nothing in that, so we're not going to look at that box, but we'll look at the Proto one and see what tools we have. Because remember, the goal, if you've been watching us for very long, was that we picked up that top box for $60. The bottom box we had to redo. I got that at an auction for 15 bucks, I believe. And so now the goal was, what can we fill with Proto Tools in that box? So what kind of tools can we do? Now, some of you dear friends have been giving us some tools. I've been collecting some along the way. I've been cleaning some up, trying to get them ready for it. I think I'm done. So I got some cleaned out drawers, and so I think we're ready. Are you ready? All right, let's go take a peek and let's see what's in the Proto box and also the Craftsman box. All right, here we go. Okay, we are back at the Proto box. And so if you recall, let's see if we can kind of pan out just a little bit. This is our Proto top box that we got. And so at the auction, actually I bought them both at the same auction, that way just two different pieces there. I don't have anything on top here with this, but this is our Proto Professional Tools top box. And so we'll just start off by just going through the drawer. Now, I don't have a lot because that's not really a brand that I carry a lot of, although it seems like I've accumulated a few things. So over here, it's just some real simple, got some miscellaneous sockets that I have there. Got some Proto punches that I need to refinish. So there's nothing in that drawer really. Over here, as you can see, we have our Challenger. Now, I don't know if you remember, but I think I may have had this in another video. It was an auction win that I was able to get, and so we opened that up. And so look at that labeling on there. Man, that's just so bright, isn't it? It's just nice and intact and such like that. So Challenger 13-piece that we had here. Notice VIP special pricing. And so it sold for $18.54 regular price. And then, of course, whoever was retailing it, they could write in their sale price there. But my goodness, these bad boys are just clean, clean, clean. Actually, they go all the way up to, let's see here, inch and 5/16, and they go all the way down to, let's see what we can find here, 7/16. And then, of course, we got the little extension, got a spark plug socket in here as well. And then we got one deep well that's in here, and then our 1/2-inch ratchet that we have. And so a complete matching set. I forget how much we paid for this, but so I was able to score that at an auction mainly because of that little cardboard, at least piece of paper there for the set number 2077. So I keep that in here. Now this is just Challenger only, and so this drawer. And so I have that there. I thought, man, that goes into our Proto area. So have another ratchet that we picked up. It's a Challenger as well. And so you're going to see why I'm doing this as we get going. So again, some other sockets that we've been kind of going through and putting it in there. And then we have a little spinner handle that is there. And then, of course, some other miscellaneous items that we have in here. So that's just Challenger. If it just says Challenger, that's what I've been trying to concentrate in that area. Now, you might remember just in one of the recent finds, we have this Proto Tools, this little box. So I haven't even had a chance to address it and clean it up. All the stuff that was in here is still in here that way. But the reason why we picked the box up was because it was that Proto Tools with the flying lady, right? And so love that. Man, that's such a great find. Again, some miscellaneous sockets that we have there. And then this drawer right here, let's see if we can scoot you in just a little bit closer. So this drawer right here is our Proto Professional drawer. Now you might remember Brandon, he sent over quite a few wrenches for us, right? So that's what is inside here. So we have some of those. I had some wrenches already, but these are metric over here, SAE on this side, so we don't have as many metric. But the largest wrench, it looks like probably, it's this combination wrench, and it's 1.25 inches. Now this thing, when I first got it, was pretty roached out. And so went through and tried to clean it up the best I could. But anyways, it goes into our proto box. And so there's that. You might notice we have quite a few ratchets that are here as well. And so these all say, I believe, if we can see it quite right, they say Proto Professional on them. And so this is my Proto Professional drawer. We got some 1/2 inch wrenches, ratchets. And then we got some 3/8 inch. This one here I picked up. I had not got a chance to clean it up, but so we'll go through and look at actually both of these. These are all Proto Professional, and then I do have 1/4 inch in here as well. And so that one you can actually see the writing on it pretty clean there. So again, all I'm trying to do, anything in this drawer is Proto Professional. So that's what I have in our top long drawer. This one here is the drawer that says Proto Challenger. So I've been trying to group all of these together. The largest wrench I have in here is 1.25 inches. So it looks like I got a couple of 1.25 inch wrenches in here. And then I got some Proto Challengers that are coming here. I think probably the smallest one I go through and have is a 3/8 inch combination wrench. And so have that, and then of course they kind of go up from there. And then remember the other one that just said Challenger? Well, this one says Proto and then Challenger. So that's the reason why I kind of kept this up here with just Challenger, because it didn't have the name Proto on it. So kind of switching these around. This one has that finger wheel on it as well. So here's another one that we had. And so there's that, some miscellaneous pieces. Got a socket in here. And so our socket, again, Proto Challenger. And then it is, it's a metric, and so 32, I think it is. And so that's what we're looking at there. So we got that. And then I happen to have a little ratcheting wrench here as well. So there's that. But anyways, this is our Proto Challenger drawer. So again, we got Proto Professional, we got Challenger, and then our Proto Challenger. And then as we pull out this drawer, this is our Proto Los Angeles drawer, with the exception of that massive 3/4 inch ratchet that we picked up. Remember this one? It was turned, faceplate was turned upside down. We picked it up for $15, cleaned it up. Look at that bad boy, man. You hear that? That is just sweet. Love that. I still fall in love with that every time I see it. And so, so we have that. That's there. And then remember the big old Challenger sockets. The reason why I'm putting them in here is because they don't fit in these other ones here. But these are the Challenger sockets. And so, man, that is awesome. 1 7/8 incidentally, is what that goes up to. But the rest of it is our Proto Los Angeles. And so as we go through, you can see that we have this drawer dedicated to just that. So this is a 1/2 inch that we have here. Got some breaker bars, got some T-bars that we have that we picked up along the way, and then all kinds of sockets. So our largest 1/2 inch socket, that's shallow. This is Proto Professional socket that is here, and it's 54/38. It goes up to 1 3/16. This one has a little bit of owner's marks on it. But so this is the Proto Professional socket. So actually they don't go in here. The rest of our stuff is there. But the reason why I have it is because they don't fit in here. So this is kind of where I'm trying to keep there, our Proto Los Angeles. All right, so now let me kind of back this up just a little bit here. And let's see on this drawer that we have. This is our screwdriver drawer. Now you might remember, see if I can lower this down just a little bit so we can get a better picture here. And so you might remember Brandon So how kind Brandon is. He sent us over some screwdrivers, right? And so these are the Proto screwdrivers, as you can see right here. My goodness, look at that. That wooden handle, 9750 or 86. And so, man, look at that. Phillips head. It just beautiful, beautiful screwdrivers. And so we got a variety of those. And then we can't forget. Remember, we had the new old stock. Look at that. It still has the plastic wrap on it. How awesome is that? Man, this thing's never been used. It's been moved around in the drawer a few times, but it's never been used. So that's what I'm keeping in this side. All my wooden handle Proto screwdrivers. And then, let's see here. These were the Proto Professional. As you can see here, I believe they all say Proto Professional on these. Let's see if I can find one that has some legible writing on it. Let's see here. It would be on the opposite side. Can't quite read it, but these are all the matching sets that we have there, and so you can barely read some of the labeling there. But man, love those screwdrivers here. And then this side, I kind of took some wooden handles. These are not Protos, but these are those styling of the perfect handle screwdrivers. I love these screwdrivers. This was that Dunlop screwdriver there, so I love those. But they're not the actual perfect handle brand, but the variety of different wooden handles that we have there. And then remember we had our Miller Falls. It was such a unique piece that I went ahead and threw it inside here as well. Okay, but from there, all of the yellow handles, these are all Proto to one extent or another. So this is a little spinner handle, and then of course we got some other long Phillips head, so number 2s and number 1s that we have there, and then some little stubbies that we have as well. So that's what we're keeping in this drawer here, is just screwdrivers. And so from there, our next drawer that opens up is going to be, let's see here, adjustable wrenches. I found this at in a estate sale a while back. It was a Proto Los Angeles, so it's a pipe wrench. And so I haven't got a chance to clean it up, but I love the red in there. If I ever clean this up, I'm going to go through and do it back just like I see it there. So a pair of vice grips that were Proto, so put that in there as well. And then a bunch of adjustable wrenches. So we got 12. This is probably a 10. Let's see, this is probably an 8. So we got several 8s. And then also we have this one here, which is probably a 6-inch. Let's see here. Yep, 6-inch. And then we have this one here, Proto Professional. And so this would be a 6-inch as well. So now this is a Proto Professional. These ones are just Proto that we have. And then let's see here, Proto. No, this is Proto Professional. And this is just a regular Proto. And then Proto Professional, Proto, and then Proto, I believe. So anyways, that's what we're keeping in this drawer. Oh, over here we have some slip joint pliers, some little cutters to one degree or another. That's what we're keeping in this drawer from our Proto box. And then down here, as we go through and look at this, the difference between this and some of the other ones, these ones just say Proto. That's it. So we have this combination wrench, 1 1/16. Some crazy guy ground on this, it kind of looks like. But anyways, we try to clean it up as best we could. From there, we even got the larger double box end, so 1 5/16, 1 1/4 on this side. And so, man, that sucker's huge. And so, so we have that variety of different smaller wrenches as we come down the side here. And then we got some double open end wrenches. And then, of course, over here, so we just have our Proto 1/2-inch ratchet. So we got several ratchets in this box. We just got them divided up by their model. And then, of course, we got like a little 1/4-inch. Oh, check that one out, by the way. So it's a Proto Canada. So I think I showed another ratchet that was said Proto Canada or something Canada. Oh, maybe it was a gray. But anyways, so I was when I was in Canada, I happened to see that, and I picked that bad boy up because it reminded me of my travels. So I love that. Okay, so that's what we have as far as our proto box. That is the last drawer. No, we got one more. And so as we come down, man, silly me, I thought we were done. And so as we come back and take a look at this one, this is our last drawer. And so this one is just nothing but Challenger. And so, of course, they didn't fit up there with that drawer that said Challenger, but so we have this one here. And so, man, I love that logo. So I don't know if you can see that. It's just beautiful, isn't it? So this is a 1-inch combination wrench. So we have that, and that with that logo, it goes 1 inch, and then we have this one here, which is 15/16. And so beautiful wrench as well. So I think Brandon was kind enough to send this over with one of his kids, I believe. So, man, how beautiful is that, right? And so we love that. And then they go all the way up. Our largest one that just says Challenger. Now this one is 1 3/8 combination wrench. And so, man, we got some big bad boys going on in here, don't we? All right, so that's our proto box that we have there. What do you think about that? Put it in the comments. Tell me what you're thinking. And so we just started this project. Remember, we just started trying to build some stuff out there. And so tell us how we're doing, whether we're making some good progress or I need to get out there and start doing some more hunting. My wife doesn't want to hear that, but hey, if you tell me, I might have to go. All right, so on top here, you see I got a mess going on. I still haven't cleaned it up from the garage tour. I think I did move a few things around, but anyways, I still got to sort. I got to sort through these and put them by their model. And so we got some metrics, some SAE stuff, different models going on. And so we'll be working on that. So in the meantime, let's kind of come and open up a few drawers. So the top drawer is nothing special. We just got some miscellaneous screwdrivers that we've been picking up here and there. Got these old adjustable wrenches that we got. In fact, I picked them up from a guy that I was buying a ratchet from. He just happened to throw it in. And so this old Craftsman 43381. And so they were brand new. They were still never been used. They're still in a plastic case. The case was gone as far as durability, but the wrenches were brand new inside there. So I kept that. And so we just got a variety of different things like this, like I said, in regards to the screwdrivers. Nothing special here. But as we get going, and I say but, as we get going a little bit more, this drawer has all kinds of metric wrenches in it. So got some 19s and some different things like that. So I need to kind of sort through this drawer. This is my holding drawer. So this is kind of stuff that is not quite as vintage as some of my other stuff that I'm going to show you on a future tour. But I need to sort through all of this. And so this is where I'm kind of housing or storing my metric stuff. And then down here is where I'm storing all of the SAE stuff. So you can see I'm starting to build a set of all the same model. I need to keep going and putting them all together that way. And so when I say that, like for instance, this set here is just a V, inverted V, as you can see. And so really nice condition as we get going there. So we'll start building out some sets and start knocking them all the way down there. So there's that. This drawer is a bunch of different ratchets. And so as we get going and looking at this, in fact, let's see if I can get it off my tripod here so I can get you a little closer view. And so this drawer here is just some miscellaneous ratchets that we have going on. So I did have all my Craftsman scattered out everywhere. So I haven't had a chance to organize it since I was trying to get ready for that garage tour, but I just kind of threw them in here. Of course, remember we had that one little toolbox that we got metric and SAE stuff in there. So that's what we have. So here, incidentally, we have some gold label Craftsmans, and so I love those. Got some tri-wing Craftsman, some regular everyday Craftsman stuff that we get going. And so this is just kind of an overflow of ratchets and a few sockets that way. And then down here is our last one that we're going to look at. Remember our chisels that Brandon sent over? Now this one here, I just picked up today, incidentally. And so with this set, let's see if I can open it up. And so with this set, what was cool is that I was at an estate sale this morning, and it was laying there. It was dirty, it was all get out. But one thing I noticed is that when I looked at the wrenches, man, they're brand new. Even though the case was dirty, these things are brand new. Look at that. It goes up to 1 1/8. And so, man, how beautiful is that? And so I kept the plastic casing for it, even though the latch on this side is broken, so it doesn't latch. But it goes all the way down to 3/8, I believe. Let's see here if I can read that. No, 5/16. And so it goes all the way down to 5/16. So it got a complete matching set. Well, I say that. There was one thing that was not matching. Let's see if I can find it here. This one here. This is the only one that was not matching. In fact, I probably have one that matches this set. But notice this one says Craftsman Industrial. And so now I don't have those. And so that'll be something that I need to kind of be on the lookout for. So I'll probably replace that and get the matching set there. But this is how it came. And so I picked this up, incidentally, for $35 is what I paid for it. But because it went up in size so big and it was a complete set, man, I thought, I can't lose on that. So anyways, that's what we have. So this is the little holding staging area for my Craftsman. And then, of course, as we get going, as you've seen already, we have our Proto box. And so that's what we have. So this is part 2 as we get going. Now, as we get moving along, we're not going to do anything with the snap-on because remember, that's a work in progress. So there's nothing inside the snap-on toolbox. But once we get it done, I think it's going to be pretty snazzy, and then we'll start throwing all our snap-on in that box. It's going to be totally transformed as far as my vision is concerned. Next, in case you're wondering, what are we doing next? Well, we're going to do one of our 84-inch, maybe both. Maybe we might do both. We'll see how it goes. And so we're going to do the 84-inch or inches of, or both boxes of our big boxes. And this is going to have our older vintage Craftsman. And then this is going to have some Snap-on and a variety of different brands that way. And so this one, this next one, probably going to be a little bit longer maybe. That's the reason why I don't know whether we just do one or both of them at the time. We'll see how it goes because I'm trying to make my videos a little shorter. Speaking of which, let me shut up and get right back to the video. I'll be right back here. Okay, we are back. So what do you think about that? So we have our Proto box that we got done with. We also did our Craftsman box. So now the next video that we're going to do, like I said, is move into our vintage Craftsman box. And so we have some nice finds in there, and then have some other little boxes. I think one of the comments that I read was it'd be interesting to see what we have in the, as far as little boxes and what's inside of them. So that'll be inside that next video that we're getting ready to go. Anyways, that's what we have. So this is part 2. We got part 3, 4 maybe coming in sooner than later. So we're going to try to keep pumping them out one right after the other for you guys. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. We're having all kinds of fun here. Hopefully you think so as well. And if you do, by the way, hit that notification button. So that way you can get notified whenever we throw out a video. And of course that like button. YouTube likes that. It helps us grow the channel. All right, and can you believe it? I haven't looked yet today, but the last time I looked, we were at 978, 76. We're almost ready to bust 1,000. Oh my goodness, I can't even believe it, 1,000. And so I'm all excited about that. So hopefully by the time you see this, we're past 1,000. We'll see. Put that in the comments, by the way. The recording of this video, 970 something. What was the count when you watch this video? All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us here at Jesse's Garage. We look forward to seeing you on the next one.